Before we begin, if you're interested in psychology, emotional healing, and understanding human behavior, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps this content reach people who truly need it. Some people don't just leave. They cut everything off. No explanations, no slow fade, no second chances. One day they're present, and the next day they're gone. From conversations, relationships, social circles, sometimes even entire chapters of their life. To outsiders, it looks cold, extreme, even heartless. But psychologically, it's rarely that simple. Cutting everything off is usually a survival response. Most people who cut everything off didn't wake up one day wanting to disappear. They reached a breaking point. When someone feels emotionally overwhelmed for too long, unheard, unsafe, disrespected, or drained, the nervous system stops looking for compromise and starts looking for escape. Cutting everything off becomes the fastest way to feel safe again. It's not about punishment, it's about relief. Emotional overload and burnout. Many of these individuals are chronic overgivers. They stay too long. They explain too much. They forgive repeatedly. By the time they leave, they've already tried everything internally. So when they finally walk away, it feels sudden to others. But for them, it's the end of a very long emotional process. Silence isn't their first choice, it's their last. Why they don't explain themselves. People often ask, why didn't they just communicate? Because explaining requires emotional energy, and they have none left. After repeated invalidation or boundary violations, communication starts to feel pointless. At some point, words stop feeling safe. Distance feels safer. Hyper-independence and control. Many people who cut everything off learned early in life that relying on others leads to disappointment. So they develop hyper-independence. They don't ask for help. They don't lean emotionally. They handle pain alone. Cutting people off gives them a sense of control when life feels chaotic. It's not that they don't care. It's that control feels safer than vulnerability. Trauma and trust wounds. For some, this behavior is rooted in trauma. When trust has been broken repeatedly, the brain learns a rule. If I detach completely, I can't be hurt again. Cutting everything off becomes a protective shield. The problem is, protection can slowly turn into isolation. Black and white thinking. Psychologically, many people who cut everything off struggle with emotional gray areas. Things feel either safe or unsafe, good or harmful, worth staying or worth leaving. There's no middle ground. This kind of thinking often develops in environments where boundaries were ignored or punished. So instead of setting small boundaries, they create one massive one: total distance. Why they seem cold after leaving. One of the most misunderstood aspects is how calm they appear afterward. That calm isn't lack of emotion, it's emotional shutdown. When feelings have been overwhelming for too long, the mind numbs itself to function. They may look fine, but internally, they're just quiet. The guilt they rarely talk about. Despite appearances, many people who cut everything off feel deep guilt. They question themselves. They replay moments. They wonder if they were too harsh, but they don't reach out because going back feels like reopening a wound they barely survived. This is important to understand. Cutting everything off is not emotional strength, and it's not emotional weakness. It's a coping strategy, sometimes necessary, sometimes unhealthy, often misunderstood. Healing happens when a person learns that safety doesn't have to come from disappearance. It can come from boundaries. If you've been cut off, if someone cut you off without explanation, remember this: their silence is about their capacity, not your worth. You may never get closure, and that's painful, but their choice reflects how they handle emotional overwhelm, not how valuable you were. If you are the one who cuts everything off, ask yourself gently, was this about protection or avoidance? Do you need distance, or do you need safer ways to communicate boundaries? You don't have to disappear to be safe. Final truth: people who cut everything off aren't heartless. They're often people who felt too much for too long, without feeling protected. Understanding this doesn't excuse harm, but it brings clarity, and clarity brings healing. If this video resonated with you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might feel seen by this message. More long-form psychology content is coming soon.